Hi everybody, welcome to episode 10, You Are the Light Now. So hey love, come on in for a second, close the tabs in your mind. If you're driving, breathe with your shoulders down. If you're doing the dishes, let the water just run and listen. If you're in bed, unclench your jaw and soften your face for a little while. We're with each other now. You're listening to Our Candy Rose for Those Who Stay, a grief and soul journey podcast in loving memory of my daughter, Candace Rose. She lived from 2007 to 2025. For those who stay, we remember her life will not be in vain. Everything we do will be in her name. I'm Dena. This is our story. And yeah, it might be yours too. Let's settle into something tender today. Have you ever surprised yourself with your own survival? Like one day you looked up and realized, oh my goodness, I'm still here. How did I not break? And how did I not disappear? Not because you were brave, not because you asked for wisdom, but because you just kept waking up. That's what today is all about. That slow burn shift into where grief stops being just darkness and becomes the flame you carry. So let's talk about it. The dark room I didn't know how to leave. When Candace died, as I've always said, my world didn't just break, it absolutely dissolved. The first week I kept thinking someone would knock on my door with instructions. So here's how you survive this. Here's step 1, here's step 2. But no, that never happened. I remember sitting on the bathroom floor one night, lights off, because even the bathroom felt too loud for how shattered I was. I pressed my forehead against the tile and whispered, I can't do this. I can't be her mother without her here. And maybe you've had your own floor moment, your own whispered collapse. Grief doesn't come with a map. It just starts silently rearranging you without asking permission. Some days I was so angry with the entire universe. Some days, who cares? I was completely numb. Some days, the only thing I accomplished was drinking water and not screaming. And maybe just a little bit of water. Any water is success for me. And that was enough. That was the light, even though I didn't know it. And then tiny things began to shift. Washing my hair regularly again. Going outside without feeling like the sun was an insult. Answering a text. The bar for survival was embarrassingly low, and that's how I knew I was alive. You've had those moments too, I'm sure, in your own grief, your own story. That's where the light begins, in the places you think don't matter. Let me get a little sippy sip. This is I went to Total Wine tonight. I don't know if that's a dropper or whatever, but who cares? And because they're so friendly and like they're just there to help you pick the best drink that you're looking for that night. And I just think it's so exciting. Like, hey, oh hi, bestie. Like, hey, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. What do you got? So today it's Bordeaux. It's a French wine. It's like, oh, I wish I would have wrote this down or something. But it's like a Merlot blend, basically. And it's from 2020. And it was the first time that I opened a bottle and there was like crud on the inside of the bottle. And I literally had to like Google it. I'm like, why is there stuff inside my bottle? And lo and behold, that's normal for Bordeaux or however you say it. But cheers. Let me a little wet my whistle. So the spark I didn't recognize. So here's the strange thing. I didn't feel strong. I didn't feel healed. I didn't even feel functional, but sometimes, somewhere in all that mess, something was shifting. A softness, a new kind of listening, the ability to sit with myself without running away. And if you know me, that is a feat. I didn't know this then, but the spark of Candace, her personality, her humor, her compassion, it wasn't gone. It moved. It started showing up in my intuition, in the way I made decisions, in the fierce protectiveness over my heart, in the way Bella and I are connecting with even more gentleness than before. It was like Candace handed me over her light and said, "Mom, carry this part for both of us now." Not because I earned it, not because I was noble, but because love refuses extinction. Every time I say her name, that's a transmission. Every time I tell her story, that's a continuation. Every time I choose honesty instead of shutting down, that's light. A personal memory of something small. I can tell you, one night after she passed, I was laying in bed, exhausted, angry, hollow, and out of nowhere I heard Bella laughing in another room, like really giggling, the kind that fills a whole house. And my first instinct wasn't jealousy or grief. I thought, thank God someone still knows how to laugh. That moment cracked something open inside me. Laughter didn't feel like betrayal, it felt like oxygen. Candace would have rolled her eyes at us if we refused joy forever. She was sarcastic, witty, dramatic. That girl lived for humor. So when Bella laughs, that's her sister's light moving through our home. Now I want to talk directly to you, the person listening. Yes, you. You might be thinking, I don't feel like light. I'm tired. I'm numb. Leave me alone. But look at you. Look at the pain you've lived through. Look at the mornings you got up anyways. Look how you still show love. Even though loving means risking heartbreak all over again, you are not the person you were before grief. And that doesn't mean that you failed. It means that you evolved. So let me ask you something. Where have you softened? Think about that for a moment. Where have you grown more compassionate without realizing it? Where do you love more fiercely now than ever before? That's light. It doesn't have to look like joy or optimism. Sometimes light is closing the blinds and letting yourself rest. Sometimes light is deleting old text. I call it editing. I edit my closet, I edit my phone, I edit everything. That's my term. I got it off of a HGTV show. I think it's called The Home Edit. Sometimes light is forgiving yourself for breaking down. You're carrying a lantern even when your hands shake. You're the light now. You right there listening in real time. So here's some journal moments if you want to reflect with me. A few questions. So you can pause the video or the audio if you want to write with me. So where did grief change you without your permission? Again, where did grief change you without your permission? What part of you surprised you by surviving? Who taught you how to love? And how do you carry their light now? When was the last time you chose compassion over shutdown? This is where the soul work lives. You are doing it. And if you guys know shit, do it, lady. Even just listening counts at this point. And how Candace still shows up in my quirky humor. So Candace didn't leave quietly. Her presence is in our everyday lives, in strange dreams and numbers, in the way Bella looks at the world. Every time somebody whispers her name, that's legacy. Every time someone feels braver about their own grief, that's transmission. Souls do not disappear. They reposition themselves inside the people who love them. This is, again, episode 10. This is technically the last episode of this season. We did it. We got here. But our love doesn't end. Our grief doesn't end. Love doesn't end. And our story doesn't end. It all shifts. We'll come back with new reflections, short series, guided healing, whatever the spirit leads me to do. Wherever the wind blows me, you know? But right now I want to leave you with one truth. Grief is not the enemy. It's the evidence that love was real. Love is what stays. Love is what becomes. Love is what we carry forward. So keep going, keep breathing, keep being a lantern. Carry the light, share the light, and be the light. As I kiss Candace. For Candace, for us, for those who stay, we remember. I love you.